Hi guys, about Monday, I've already figured out what I wanted to do. On my blog, you will see a 2017, I'm not sure what the name of the article, I'll put it down here. Basically a letter to Sallie. And Sallie, for those who don't know, is Sallie Mae. And this is basically an introduction to how I met her and how she came to be in my life. For those who have been following me for a while know, you will see in the article, as well as I will tell you, I don't have student loans. Never have. I was blessed that my father decided to start a business right before I graduated high school. And that business did well. He knew how to fix a certain product. He was able to get that product fixed at a better price than what a major company could do it. And so he did really well with it. So my expensive schooling wasn't that expensive. My schooling was about $11,000 a year off campus, about 23 to 30. Well, I think it was 23,000 on campus. So I spent my first year on campus, and then after that, I spent all the rest of the years off campus. Now I was a super senior, so that meant I took an extra year to graduate from college. And in that last year, my parents separated. They separated like at the end of my, my first senior year, which I call actually my junior year because I was behind. So they separated, and my mother was like, I never wanted to leave because for one, I worry about what are the repercussions with the kids, and I was the only one who was still in school. My sister had she was grown, and even though she was in school, she was dual majoring, but she was an adult. And then my brother graduated from college the year that I went into college. So we went to school at neighboring schools. So I was at Spelman and he was at Clark. So when I went into Spelman that first year, when I finished that year, he was graduating. So I was paying my dues for the next year while he was graduating from college. So anyway, yeah, so I go to school, my dad pays for the first semester, fine. Second semester, I get about a couple days out from my final semester, and I go to ask for the money, and he tells me no. And I'm gonna put the explicit tag on here, I guess, in some way, shape, or form, but his exact words were, I'm not gonna pay for a bullshit ass major as Spanish. So I went and told my mom. My mom, of course, was crushed because my father refused to pay for my schooling. I picked up the phone and called my friend at the bank because at the time I was banking at a credit union and that my mom had gotten me into, and I had made a friend there. And I called him boo-hoo, crying, letting him know, hey, this is what happened to me. So he abruptly hung up on me. He was like, I gotta call you back. He hangs up the phone. So about 10-15 minutes later, he calls me back and he says, would you be fine with having to take out a personal loan? And I was like, I'll do anything I need to go back to school. I just want to finish school. This is my last semester. It'll be all over after this, and then I can go back and get my master's in business or whatever I want to get it in. But let me just get out of school. So he says, okay, come to the bank, sign these papers. I've already got you approved for the amount that you need. So he had the money like ready to go. So I had ran down to the bank, signed the papers, took the loan, and of course when I had to go pay it, I had to pay via some type of card. Well, my card wouldn't run for that amount. So my mom gave me her card, ran it on her card, and then promptly gave him permission to take that money and give it back to my mom on her card. So that's how I wound up paying for my last semester of school. Luckily for me, I was working anyway, even though my father, when he had the business, did not want me working. Well, I was bored working with him because he wouldn't give me anything to do. So I started working at the mall, and I was working at a record store. So when that money, had to come in, it was a personal loan. So unlike any student loans where they wait until you finish college, that money's due the next month. So I paid every single month that payment. And when I graduated, I paid over that payment. So I actually paid off my college loan way before, the time that it was actually due. So that was the extent of my college loan. It was a personal loan. But Sallie Mae came into my life via my husband. My husband went to a very expensive school. Read the article. It's funny. He even laughed at it. So and you'll see where she came into my life. But I've been telling you all that I really want to attack this year. So with this year coming up, I've got 2 anomalies going on at my job. Well, no, I have 1 anomaly going on in my job. It's creating 2 events. One, they're giving us this rare increase that, you know, is a one-time increase that they're going to give to us. So I am going to use some of that money, and then we have our annual merit. So within the next month, I will have 2 increases, hopefully, depending on how much they decide to give me, that should be able to fuel our advancement in paying this off. Now, I wanted it paid off in at least the next 5 years. I was not in as much of a hurry, but now that I'm looking at it and seeing the balance and everything, I would like to get it paid off sooner. So you all stay tuned for that. I will let you know what the new payment will be. Read the article. You'll see how much I'm paying right now, and you'll see where I am in the current balance. I'm working on some type of spreadsheet or something like that that I can put in the sidebar that'll let you know my progress as I move along. But that is what I'm working on for Monday, kicking Sallie Mae out of the house. So until next time, guys, remember always that the best type of wallet to have is going to be a wealthy one. Peace.